Ma'am, good morning, ma'am.
Okay, madam. Okay. ठीक है. Competency is a set of skills. Sorry. Competency is a set of skills, abilities, knowledge that helps an individual perform a given task in real life. Every learning should go into the embedding of skills that will help the individual perform tasks or take actions to lead a productive and joyful life. Competency-based learning or competency-based education is an outcome-based approach to education to ensure proficiency in learning-based students through demonstration of the knowledge, skills, values, and attitudes required for dealing with real-life situations at the and grade appropriately. Very good afternoon, everyone. It is my pleasure to welcome all participants and today's speaker, Dr. Jeya, the HOD of Community Health Nursing Department, SCPM College of Nursing, Beulah.
Ma'am, can I share the video, the PPT, ma'am?
Wait, madam.
Okay, ma'am.
She has completed BSc in Sri Ramakrishna College of Nursing, Coimbatore in 2004. MSc Nursing in Government College of Nursing, Madurai in the year of 2016. She also pursued PhD in Nursing, JGT University, Rajasthan, in the year of 2022. She has 17 years of experience in teaching, and she attended and participated and organized many state, national, and international levels of conferences. She also published many articles in journals and books also. I welcome you once again, today's speaker, Dr. Beulah. Madam, over to you. Kindly start
Yes,
your
ma'am.
presentation. Okay,
Ji, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Ma'am, it's visible, ma'am. Can you tell me, ma'am?
Yes,
My
madam,
slide.
visible.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I start now?
जी मैडम जी.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, all of you. So, first of all, I would like to thank for this opportunity, which is given by the management of Shri Babu Singh, Jai Singh Nursing and Paramedical Science, Paramedical College, Farrukhabad, Uttar Pradesh. And also my heartful thanks to Principal Madam, Dr. Meena Kumari Madam, Professor Dr. Meena Kumari, Madam for her, ma'am only approached me and she is very senior than me. I'm very proud and I'm very happy that she has given me this opportunity. Thank you, madam. And let me move on to the topic. So, competency and outcome-based education. So, can you hear my voice, everyone? Okay. So, let me start. So, competency and outcome-based. My topic for this webinar is competency and outcome-based education. So first we will move on to competency-based education. So let me introduce. So we all know, you all, we are nursing professionals and maybe you are student or teachers. Okay, nowadays these words, everywhere we are hearing. Competency-based education, competency. Okay. So what is competency? We all know what is competency. This is mastery of skill. So this is nowadays our nursing not only our nursing education, all the curriculum is based on competency based education. So it is an approach to teaching and learning often used in learning concrete skills than abstract learning. So what is concrete skill? We all know it is ability to analyze information and solve problems literally. So this is what it is encouraging. Competency based education is mainly useful for learning concrete skills. That is the ability to analyze any problem and solving the problem properly. Okay. So we will move on to the what is competency. So large skills or set of skills are broken down into competencies and which will be arranged in a sequence manner to become a level of mastery in that particular education or aspect. So it is mainly reinforcing one another from basic to advanced as learning process. So competency also, competency means what you will remember. So main core of competencies are KSA. What is that? Knowledge, skill, and attitude. So this is what very important in competency education. So it requires proper skills, excellent knowledge, and attitudes. So competency based education is a process, not a product. We'll move on to the definition. So according to Richards and Rogers, competency based education focusing on outcome of learning. Okay, so main focus of competency based education is outcome of learning. So it addresses what the learners are expected to do rather than on what they expected to learn about. So here learning main focus on more than learning, doing. Okay. So that is the definition given by Richards and Rogers. One more definition we can see, it is an alternative way for learners to gain the skills employers want from employees. Okay. So always nowadays skill is more than skill, competency is needed wherever we are going for job. First of all, they will assess our skill. More than that, competency is there or not. That is the expectation of employers. Okay. So next, we have one more definition, that is competency based education is an outcome focused approach that concentrates on the mastery of skills at the learner's pace rather than within the specific period of time. Time is not a matter here. Main thing is what? How far we are mastery in the skills. Okay. So we'll move on to the purpose of competency based education. So it is measuring, already we learned in the definition, it is measuring learning rather than time. So again, it also focus the improve the level of technology for teaching and learning. Another purpose, it is changing the faculty role. Basic role it is changing. Okay, nowadays fundamentally competency based education is changing the faculty role, like focusing on skill. No, that is what. Then it also define competencies and develop valid, reliable assessment. Okay, then we will move on to the procedure of competency-based education. So there are DDI, you have to remember. So, okay, so these competence-based education will be developed, how it is implemented. So first we have to design and develop. After that, it should be implemented. So design, what is design? So in competency education, first of all, we have to, that should be designed properly. So first one, training approach should be set properly. Then learning purposes should be developed and operation skill it should be determined. That is what working ability. Then how far it is working. Okay, that mode of we can say application. Then design education. Then the second, development. This is the another procedure of developing competency based education. So in this we have to in this competency based education should be prepared, learning guide should be prepared properly, tasks should be verified, and prepare course plan, prepare auxiliary medium. What is the main course plan we will prepare? After that, auxiliary medium means what? Additional or supplementary or additional plan should be prepared, and to review materials and procedures. Okay, what are the available materials, resources are available? Based on that, we have to develop. Then the third one, implement. After designing properly and after designing and development, we can implement the course plan, and for that properly training is needed. And it is also here we have to see that is implementation also, while implementing assessment is another important criteria, and lastly documentation. So these are all the design, develop, and implement. This is the procedure to develop competency-based education. Now we can see the characteristics of competency-based education. So learning should be self-paced. Actually, in competency also, self-focus, self is very important. Okay, so see, without self-motivation, competency-based education will not be successful. So again, there should be a flexible training approaches. Like training approaches, you all know, large group method, small group method, individual method. All these things are important thing, and here also flexibility in training. These approaches are important. Then satisfactory completion of training is based on achievement of all specified competency. Okay, so at the end of the training, there should be mastery over the particular skill. That is the main important characteristics of competency-based education. And we have this theory should be integrated with the skill practice. We know the importance of theory. When we will become mastery over the in practice, in our nursing practical side, first we should know the theory. So the supporting theory should be integrated with the skill practice. Sorry. And essential knowledge is learned to support the performance of skill. Again, the entire program assessment, what we have to assess the participants' knowledge and skill should be assessed in the competence-based education, and carefully selection of competencies are very, very important. So planning before that core of education, competency-based education, planning is very, very important. Properly selecting competencies is more important than implement. Okay, then we can see last characteristics of competency-based education. Variety of supporting materials should be used. That audio visual aids, simulations nowadays, models, printouts. Okay, all these things will become. This is the key or success of skills being mastered. Okay, so this can be variety of supporting materials, educational materials should be used in the competency-based education. Now we can, last one, method of instructions. Okay, it involves mastery learning. Okay, so many computer-based instructions, so many we have. So method of instruction also very important while planning competency-based education. So that all participants will be master over the required knowledge or skills. Okay, and sufficient time should be provided, and appropriate training method should be used. And now, after seeing, what is the characteristics of competency-based education is over. Next, we will see the process of competency-based education. So we around six step. So first step, what we have to do before implementing competency-based education. First, understand the benefits and challenges of competency-based education. We have to know that first of all, we should understand the benefits and challenges or advantages. What are things we will undergo? All these things we should study. Okay, before implementing competency-based education. Then we should evaluate or catalog the objectives of academic program. Objectives should be set. Then we should review the curriculum structure of program, and the list of core competencies should be listed out. Okay, so then the fourth step, we should consider adding missing disciplines and skill while existing during the program. Okay, we can also add that should be considered. Okay, then make we have to the core competencies, the KCA, knowledge, skill, attitude. These things are should be publicly visible. Okay, so this is the fifth step. Then the next one, feedback should be obtained from the student. Okay, so we have to, the competency based education should help the students to help the students, graduates, faculty, alumni. Okay, to help the students, to help these people to get the feedback. For why feedback is important, we can able to any revision or anything modification we can able to do with the help of feedback. Okay, so this is about the steps of competency based education. So now we will see the mode of competency based education. There are three modes we have. First one, downloadable mode, then read only mode, lastly classroom interaction. Okay, so first one, downloadable mode. You all know regarding this. Nowadays, you see in this downloadable mode of competency based education, it empowers and it gives education in dynamic from to students. See, students can just lesson, assignment, and also they can submit their script in the online mode. Then they can download all the materials related to their lesson topic, lesson notes, archive lessons, tutorial lessons, lectures, all these things they can able to download. In this method of instruction, okay, so certain things are involved like mastery training, and all participants can master the required knowledge or skill, and it also provide proper time and training methods. All these things should be used here. So in this mm, downloadable mode, okay, very important things, sufficient time should be there, and proper appropriate training method should be used. Okay, then the second method is what? Read only mode. Okay, so in this mode only read, students can read the course concept, but downloading and interacting is not available. Only they can read. That is what it is named as read only mode. Third one, classroom interaction. So this is common thing. So this is interactive learning provides in the environment, in the classroom itself. Students, this is really about their topic, discuss in the, we have two main ways. First one, X chart. Second, mailing group. So this is X chart. So X chart means what? This is X chart. Okay. Here the client server model that works with internet relay chat server protocol. So it allows servers to connect to each other, effectively forming a network. So protocol is used by the servers to talk to each other. So in the online mode, internet relay chat server protocol, everyone will be discussing with, they will be learning the particular course concept. And here, the protocol will be used by the servers to talk to each other. This is X chart. So here what you can see this picture also. Instructor will be there and participants both can talk with each other, and they can discuss and related to any topic. They can clarify their doubt in a particular stipulated time given by the instructor. Then in the next mailing group. So in the classroom, we have two main ways of competency-based education. First one, X chart. Second, mailing group. So participants, everyone will be become a member of a particular mailing group. Okay, so they will be registering in the mail group, and once they are approved by the instructor, and they can, participants can post their questions or doubt in their group ID. So in this mailing group, course instructor or any other participants can reply to questions. Not only course instructor, but also participant can also answer the questions, and all the members in the group will be included, including the instructor. So advantages, we move on to the advantages of competency-based education. So here, so many advantages we have. Okay. So at the flip side, we have some disadvantages. So till now we have seen the process or method of introducing competency-based education, all these things. So here main advantages, what are the main advantages of competency-based education? Here, participant will achieve competencies required in the performance of their job. So any job after completing your nursing program, you will be going. They will assess your competency. So what is your performance? They will assess. Okay, nowadays so many evaluating methods are there. Especially they will observe your assess the competency while performing your job. Based on that, you will be you will be recruited, and also that extra, you see, that additional benefits also you will get based on competency. Maybe they will recruit you, but based on the competency only, other rewards will be given. Okay. So second one, participant build confidence as they succeed in mastering specific competencies. So if the competency-based education will boost the confidence of the students, okay, because they are already mastery over the particular skill. Okay, that is the competency. So specific competencies they will be mastering. So that is what it build confidence. That if once confidence comes, definitely they will be succeed in their job. The third advantage is what? Self-pacing participants can move quickly through material they know or take more time they need it. Okay, so participants can also, because it is self-motivated one. Okay, so learner motivate, self-motivation is the main important aspect of competency-based education. So participants can move quickly through material they know or take more time if they need it. Okay, so that this is the main important advantages of competency-based education. So participant can able to quickly, they can get the promotion, or they will be with the help of this competency based education. And next advantage, participants receive a transcript or list of the competencies they have achieved. Okay, after completing the they achieved the competencies, definitely they will be certified. Okay, or the transcript or the achievement, they will be getting that credits that will be useful. Then next one, provide standard for determining how well learning has occurred both at the individual and organizational level. Okay, so standard will come if the performer or the participants or the person is obtained full competency. Definitely it will improve the standard of because that performance will be good, means productivity will be more, that will be benefit for the individual and the organizational level. Okay, then we have some certain we have some disadvantages of competency based education. So it is competency based education course is only as effective as the process used to identify the competency. Okay, so here preparation is needed. Very little attention, no attention is given, means again very problematic. So properly, when little or no attention is given to the identification of the essential job skills, then the resulting training course is likely to be ineffective. So proper training or proper identification of core objectives, and then proper training course materials, all these things are that money material, all these things are important while planning for the competency based education. If very little attention is there, or we are not preparing proper course material, no man power or materials, and training course is not properly planned, no objectives are set, means this is again here it will not be effective. Okay, then the next one, unless initial training and follow-up assistance is provided for the trainer, there is tendency to teach as we were taught, and CBT trainers quickly slip back into the role of the traditional teacher. So proper initial training follow-up is needed for the trainer also, because trainer means who is offering competency-based education. So they are initial training also needed. Beach me in between also they need the assistance or help, or training, ongoing training should be needed for the trainer when implementing, who is implementing competency-based education. Because if it is not there to update their knowledge, or it is not their proper training in between, if they are not getting, what will happen, they will back their role will become a traditional teacher, they will not be a competency based teacher, they will be backing to the traditional teacher. Okay, so now we will see the activities of competency based education. So here we can see main activities in competency based education. So in the figures also you can see, first one, learn. Okay, learning is very important. Okay, always our principle of education, you can see health education also, you can see learning by doing. Okay, learning is very important. The students or participants, they should be actively, or they will be motivated to learn something new, or to learn or to become a mastery over the skill. First, learning is important. That's what we are curriculum. It is planned like that. First, basic theories, then it will be integrated with the practical. Okay, so learning is curiosity to learn is learning is very very important. So first activity in this competency based education is learning. Second, assessment. Okay, assessing the standard of the participant, assess the level of the participants, and assessing the materials available for the training. Okay, all these things, assessing the trainer level, all these things are assessing the objective setting and assessing the objectives goals to be achieved, how they will become mastery over the skill, all these things are important. Okay, so second activity is assessment. Then third one, helping or supporting the students to become mastery over the skill. Okay, so helping, supporting, guiding, counseling, all these things are coming under this activity only. So this is the third one, helping the learners to achieve or mastery of skill or competencies. Okay. Then the last one, grade. Once they have achieved their competency, grading, certification, credentials should be okay. So these are all activities of competency based education. So basic activities, first learning, asking, helping, and lastly grade. Okay. So now this what competency based education. I have given uh, clear idea about competency based education. Now we can move on to second topic, that is outcome based education. Okay, so what is outcome based education? Can you say, anyone, can you say what is outcome based education? Okay, let me proceed. Actually, there is a difference between competence based. So you are have course Singh. Okay, so you should be your course or your curriculum is focusing the outcome means goals. So at the end of your is that course, how you are going to what is the outcome of your profession. So you will become a competent nurse. Okay, and you will handle any situation effectively in clinical areas. Okay, so outcome based education, means every we are doing, or every course of action we have an outcome, that is either positive outcome or negative, but our focus should be positive outcome. So we will see what is outcome based education. So it is a theory that bases education around predefined goals. Okay, what is outcome? Predefined goals. Okay, so your curriculum also BSc nursing, GNM or ANM, MSc nursing, PPBSc nursing. Okay, so goals are already fixed for every course. Okay, so here this is an outcome based education is a theory that bases education around predefined goals. Okay, so by the end of the education experience, every student, they are expected to have achieved that goal. So pre set of goal, defined goal should be there at the end of the education experience. The students will be expected to achieve that particular goal. That is what outcome based education. And it's also called standard based education reforms. It is other name for outcome based education. So here standard based education reforms, mastery education, and performance based education. So it is also called as performance based education. Okay. Then meaning for outcome based education, it means clearly focusing and organizing everything in an education system around what is essential for all students to be able to do successfully at the end of their learning experience. So outcome based education is mainly clearly focusing or organizing educational system that how it is that education system should be prepared in a way that the student at the end of the education, the students will be successfully completing, successfully achieve the goals or learning experience. Okay, so we will see the definition of outcome based education. So outcome based education is a process that involves restructuring of curriculum, assessment, and reporting practices in education to reflect the achievement of high order learning and mastery rather than the accumulation of course credits. So here it is mainly involves restructuring of curriculum and assessment and practices reporting in education. It will reflect the high order of learning. And that by this is the way they will achieve the mastery rather than getting simply credit or certificate. Okay. Then in outcome-based learning, all school programs and instructional efforts are designed to have produced specific lasting results in students by the time they leave school. Okay. So at the end of their education, they must be mastery over, and they should get the specific or specific, we can say specific, they will be achieving their curriculum or sorry, course or objectives. Okay, when they will live. So what is the main meaning of outcome based education? We can see every participants or student should achieve mastery over the skill at the end of their curriculum. Okay. at the end of their education. Then we will see the characteristics of outcome-based education. So these are the characteristics that outcome-based education should possess. So it should have a proper program objective, program outcome, and performance indicators. Okay, so these are main important characteristics of outcome-based education. We all know objectives or goals are very important to clearly, then only we can able to, students can get the proper outcome. We can expect the outcome. And performance indicators are also important characteristics. It is objective and outcome driven, where every stated objective and outcome can be assessed and evaluated. Okay, so objectives are very important. In this particular course of curriculum, the objectives should be stated properly to achieve the proper outcome. Okay, then program objectives address the graduates' attainment within 3 to 5 years after their graduation. So what is that? First, if you are entering in the BS Nursing program or GNM program, BS Nursing now 4 years. So the objectives will be, you will be getting that objectives will be there. After, so during your course, that is 4 years of course, you remember, once you have completed that 4 years, okay, these objectives should be achieved. That is the outcome-based education. Then program outcomes, which consist of abilities to be obtained by students before they graduate, are formulated based on the program objectives. So program outcomes also, which consist of abilities to be attained by the student before they graduate. Okay, are formulated based on the program objectives. Okay, outcomes always it will be based on their objectives only. So outcome, when the students will be getting, or outcome will be better, means once we are planning the program objectives properly. Okay, then we will see the principles of outcomes based education. So first of all, clarity of focus should be there in the outcome based education. Focusing, very focus on thing. Okay, our clarity of focus should be there. Second, designing down properly, the course should be designed properly. Then high expectation should be there. Okay, then we can see that extended opportunity is also an important principle of outcome-based education. So clarity of focus, designing down, high expectation, and expanded opportunities. So first, one by one, we can see. So this is the first principle of outcome-based education, clarity of focus. So what is clarity of? So teachers should focus on helping students to develop the knowledge, skill, attitude, and personalities that will enable them to achieve the intended outcome that have been clearly articulated. First of all, teacher, as a teacher or educator, should focus or helping the students to develop the knowledge, skill, attitude, and personalities that will enable the students to achieve the intended outcome. Okay, so this is the main, this is what the first principle of outcome-based education, clarity of focus. Second, designing down. Okay, so proper curriculum design is also very important. Okay, only then the students can achieve, by the end of the program, they can achieve the outcome. Okay, so outcome will be good. Example, you see, BSc Nursing program, example, we will see. So first year, what we have, basic, fundamental of nursing, basic things in nursing. Okay, then we have anatomy, physiology, okay, like psychology, sociology. So basic first semester or first year, we have these things. So why it is developed like that? First year, the second year, we have, you can go to the third semester or fourth semester. We will have med-surg or adult health nursing subject you are learning, or pharmacology, that PPG subject. Okay. And the fifth semester, sixth semester, you will be learning that community health nursing, mental health nursing, okay, and OBG, all these things. It is coming like that. So first year, first semester, second semester, you see, you are learning the basic things, anatomy, physiology. Example, this anatomy, physiology, you see. Anatomy, physiology, why they kept here? First of all, you should know the you should study, you should understand the concept of the body and how it is functioning. All the organs are functioning, physiology, okay. Only then this can be applicable. The basic things you should study. Only then second year, when you will learn the adult health nursing, that you will apply. Okay, anatomy you have studied. You can correlate the body function and that body parts and function. So in example, what is that? CBA, cardio, CBA, CBA in that condition, stroke. Okay. So cerebrovascular accident में how that you can correlate the anatomy and structure of anatomy and physiology functions of the brain, that you can correlate when you will learn in the adult health nursing. Cardiovascular system you are learning in the adult health nursing. So in that structure of heart and function of heart, first year you have studied. That you are going to apply when you will correlate when you are studying cardiovascular system. Then you will become a mastery in the particular cardiovascular system. Hope you understood what I am trying to say. So curriculum should be designed properly so that students can able to that intended outcome can be achieved by the end of the program. Psychology, social, you are learning basic thing, and psychiatry, mental health nursing in the 5th, 6th semester. So first basic psychology you are learning, that you are that will help when you are learning mental health nursing. So this is the way the curriculum should be designed properly. Only then that outcome can be achieved. Then in the designing down, next we can see once this has been done, all instructional decision are then made to ensure achieve their desired end result. Okay. So instructional decision, all these things are very important. So and now we can see the third principle, high expectation. So always in outcome-based education, teachers should establish high challenging standard of performance. Why it is important? Then only the students will be engaging deeply what they are learning. Okay, so high expectation should be there. Okay, so teachers should establish among the students high challenging standard of performance. One that will encourage the students to learn deeply. Okay, then in here helping the students to achieve high standard is linked very closely with the idea that successful learning promotes more successful learning. Okay, so achieving high standard of high expectations are there. Okay, that will help the students to achieve high standard. Okay, then the next last one, expanded opportunity. So teachers must strive to provide expanded opportunities for all students. Okay, learning, giving expanded opportunity, variety of opportunities are very important for the teacher. Only chalk and talk method, lecture method, we are only monotonous, we are taking class. What is it won't be giving the proper outcome. So here, expanded opportunity, variety of field experience, observational visits. Okay, participating in school health program. Then, okay, then first of all started, I think you would have undergone, the first years would have undergone orientation or induction program. Starting from that, okay, so every course will have separate expanded or variety of learning experience. That should be there. That is the expanded opportunity. This will create interest or motivate or the students can learn deeply everything. Okay, that will produce proper outcome. Then this principle is based on the idea that not all learners can learn the same thing in the same way and in the same time. Another important thing, one classroom is there. Okay, so every learners will not be having the same intellectual capacity. So some people will be learning bookworm, like theory only they will learn, they will answer, they will get nice mark, but practical they will be getting zero. Some of them doing or learning by doing that practical aspect, they are very interested, but teaching theories, they won't learn. So here we have to see that opportunity what we are giving for all the students according to their capacity in a way that should bring better outcome. Okay. Then the most students can achieve high standard if they are given appropriate opportunity. Teachers teachers are giving variety of opportunity, expanded opportunity, variety of field experience. Okay, all these things definitely will bring the proper outcome. Okay, students can also achieve higher standards. Nowadays, for this example, nowadays we have in the learning opportunities, you have in simulation lab, models, okay, and observational visit, educational visit. So many variety of expanded opportunities are there for the students to achieve high standard in education. Okay, then we will see the process of outcome-based education. So we have first step 1, establish student learning goal, SLG. What is that? Student learning goals. So first we have to establish student learning goals. That is objectives, learning objectives. Second step, after setting the objectives, develop specific assessment. Okay, how that we have formative, summative assessment that should be developed. Then develop comprehensive assessment, that is tools to assess and measure every criteria. Checklist you have. Okay, like a scale of so many scales are there to assess the outcome of the paper. So checklist, nowadays criterias are there. Every specialty, every subject we have checklist. Based on the checklist, you are whether you are properly you are following all the steps while doing procedure. We are assessing. This is comprehensive assessment, and we can next step we have collect data from assessed student learning goals using. Okay, so collection of data from the assessed students. Okay, this is another step. Lastly, analyze the assessment data, analyzing or finding the based on their how far it is analyzing the assessment data. We are analyzing the students' ability based on the assessment performance. Lastly, step 6, use data to improve student learning and report for accreditation. After analyzing that, the student will be awarded, okay, like accreditation, awarded credentials, all these things are there. Okay, so we can move on to the benefits of outcome-based education. So it promotes high expectations and greater learning for all students. So outcome-based, always you see, we have seen the principle also, high expectation, and that is always here we can see. So high expectations will be bringing that they will be enable the students to engage in deeply, that will bring proper outcome. Okay, so promotes higher expectation and greater learning for all students. Second, prepare students for life and work values, attitudes and beliefs. Okay, then the next benefit is what? It encourages decision making skill, especially in curriculum, teaching method, school structure and management at each school or district level. Okay, so it will also promote or encourage decision making connected with the curriculum or teaching method or school structure and management in every school or district level. Then disadvantages of outcome-based education we will move. So outcome-based education always, there is a conflict we will be having with admission requirement and practices in some colleges and universities we can see. Okay, so these are all some of the drawbacks of outcome-based education because of the policy of the colleges or admission requirement, our INC admission requirement, curriculum requirement, practical experience, difficulties, all these things are here. Because of this, that outcome cannot be achieved in all the colleges and universities. Then outcome-based learning focus on feeling, values, attitudes and beliefs over attaining factual knowledge. Okay, it also focus the feelings, values and attitudes and beliefs of the learners. Okay, then we have this another disadvantage, that is outcome-based education also relies on evaluation that are subjective rather than objective test and measurement. So always it is depending or motivating. It is this evaluation is based on the subjective evaluation only we can see in the outcome-based education rather than objective test and measurement. Okay, so this is about the disadvantages. Then lastly, we will move on to the activities of outcome-based education. So how it can be certain activities promoting outcome-based education. First one, setting outcome. Okay, and achieving outcome. So first setting up outcome goals, all these things are important. How we can achieve the outcome? You know KCA, ASC. What is that? K, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So through this, we can able to, by proper knowledge and theory aspect, we are learning and enhancing our knowledge and comprehension that can be applied in the clinical or practical wherever we are practicing. And and after that will be analyzed. Any problem we are encountering, that will be analyzed. This is properly. Lastly, evaluation. Evaluation is needed to modify or restructure our learning, restructure the course plan. Okay, so this is what activities. So setting outcome or goals to achieve the outcome. Then measuring success. Okay, how we can measure, that's what, how the outcome-based education by formative, summative evaluation we have, and ASCII method nowadays we have. So the success of the goal, that outcome, how we can measure through the formative, so many method of evaluation, you know, and this is what another activity, measuring success and evaluation. Okay, so that is about the outcome based education. So let me summarize what I have taken. So today what we have seen, competency based education and outcome education. So what is competency based education? We have discussed some of the meanings and definitions and steps of our process of competency based education, how it can be achieved, and advantages and disadvantages. Okay, then afterwards we move on what we discussed about outcome based education, meaning for outcome based education, characteristics and also principles of outcome based education and process of outcome based education. So I hope you understood about this topic. So nowadays this is very important. Okay, everywhere competent, preparing the nurses or to become the students at the end of their course, they should become a competent person. Only then that will be improving our standard. Okay, our nursing profession standard, it will improve. People are competent enough to do all the activities that will be good for the society also. Okay, so let me conclude by saying this: competency based education approach allows the students to advance based on their ability to master a skill or competency at their own pace regardless of environment. Then outcome based education is actually theory that will have set or predefined goals. By the end of the educational experiences, every student will be expected to have to achieve the goal or outcome. Okay, so that's all. Any queries you can ask, and so these are all the reference we have. Okay, so you can go through. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you so much, Beulah, madam. Students, any
Yes, madam.
questions? Any queries? You can ask now.
Can I stop sharing the slide, madam?
Students, if any queries, you can ask now. Otherwise, we will conclude it. Okay, thank you so much, Beulah, madam, for your valuable
Yes, madam.
presentations regarding competency-based education and outcome-based education, for your detailed explanation about the one, what is competency-based education, purposes of this education, procedure, advantages, disadvantages, principles, and process of competency-based educations and benefits of competency-based education and relationship between competency-based educations and outcome-based education. Thank you so much, madam. I hope all students will would have got some idea about this both educations. Thank you so much, madam.
Thank you, ma'am, for this. Again, once again, I thank you so much, Principal Madam, Professor Dr. Meena Kumari, madam, for this valuable opportunity. Thank you again, once again, to the management also, and students and participants also. All the best. Thank you, madam. Have a nice day.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, students. On behalf of our Shri Babu Singh Nursing College. Thank you so much.